What is happening, everyone? How's it going? Again, my name is Dunk, and I'm here to help you find ways to make passive income with DeFi. And today I'm going to go over a couple different ways that you can make passive income. And you don't have to use all of these methods, but you can take your pick and grab a couple methods that may work for you. Just so I'm really adamant about not trading my time for money. So again, bunker down, and just remember, if you do get value from these streams or these videos, to be sure that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It does really help tell the algorithm to share these videos with more people. But so let's just dive into it real quick. Thanks again for hanging out with me on this Saturday, or whenever you're watching this either this Saturday or this replay. Thank you for hanging out. All right, so first off, let me just take a look. This is Solana. I always like to a little bit look at what's going on with this right now. So Solana, it's actually 192. I don't think that's actually accurate. I don't think that's updated on TradingView, but I think it's gone up a little bit. Why is that not showing it? That's weird. Let me just go over to Jupiter and I'll see a more accurate updated one. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. And let me actually double check. I always want to just double check, make sure that sound's coming through good. Just double check. It's good. Okay, good. I always get a little paranoid on that. Cool. All right, let me just turn off this. All right, so again, I have like my 9 best ways, but let's take a look at what the price of Solana is, right? That's Gary. All my different tabs. Yeah, I thought it was not updated on TradingView. That's weird. This is Solana is at 194 right now. You can see Ethereum is 339.53, and Bitcoin is at 111,626,000. Or 620, that would be nice. $626. So, but I usually play on Solana. I don't mess too much with Ethereum anymore. And then I buy Bitcoin as my kind of like my long-term play. But yeah, so let's dive into it. I just wanted to go through a list of a couple different ways that you could be making passive income with DeFi, because I think that a lot of people, they get into their head and they think that there needs to be this huge, like giant win. Like I just won a huge win today. Oh, my hair's all messy. A huge win today, so that means that that's gonna change my life. Well, you know, it may change your life, that one win, but there's also a chance that that one thing will be that one thing. And we're not here. I don't like to gamble. I like to actually have different ways to actually make income. So that's why I did one on seven different ways the other day. And I'm like, there's more than 7 different ways to make passive income with DeFi. So I thought of 2 other ones that I actually do personally, and I'm like, I should let people know about these ones because they're just as valuable as the other ones. So let's just dive right into it. And again, like, subscribe, ring the bell if you get value out of these. And if you do want to follow along with what I do and see like other strategies that I use, I always share everything over here at DeFiEarner.com. DeFiEarner.com. It's a just drop in your email and I will send you over some resources, as well as let you know when I'm going live, and some good way to keep in contact with me as I share out my content. So yeah, 9 different ways. So let's just go down to the first one. And the first one, I didn't really go over this one in last, let me see. Is there a way to like make this a little smaller? No, I don't think there is without changing this thing. No, that's fine. It's fine. So staking or locking crypto. So you could stake Solana, you could liquid stake Solana, you could stake or lock utility tokens. And what this does is there's a couple different things. So there's a difference between staking and there's a difference between locking. Now, you can lock up a token, like for instance, I know that Jupiter, where is it? I had the tab. They have a thing called the Jupe DAO, and they call it staking, but it's not really validating the network, so it's not really staking. It's more of a lockup. So they use this term staking, but staking is actually when something is validating the network. And if you know from back in the day when, I mean, it's still back now, but there was a different way, like you'd have to have miners to mine Bitcoin, and, you'd be able to get a percentage of your, hold on 1 second. You'd be able to get a percent, you'd have a miner and you'd fight over it, and it would take electricity, and that's how, and whoever won earned the new Bitcoin that came out, and that's kind of how it worked in that ecosystem. It's a little bit different today. I don't need that right now. It's a little bit different today, but so for instance, now you would have things like with Solana, you can actually, where is the tab? There it is. See, for instance, here is a way that you can stake through actually Jupiter, which I was just showing you a second ago. And on average, you're gonna earn 6.89% when you stake with them. And what that means, the way that this is liquid staking, and what this actually means is they have several different, see, they staked validators. They have these 3 different validators that they're using, and they have multiple validators, different pools, different tokens that are pooled to go into multiple validators, expecting that you're going to actually get a higher APY, or annual projected yield, a year, versus just staking it yourself. And if you staked it yourself, it would just go into one validator, and what you would do is you would receive new Solana as it's released. But when you liquid stake, they give you this other token, and it's a liquid stake. In this case, it's called Jupe Sol. There's also other ones like Jito. They have Jito Sol. They'll give you Jito Sol, which actually, see, theirs is appreciating at 6.27 right now, and this does fluctuate, 6.27. So right now, it's actually better to stake with Jupe than it is with Jito, just by a little tiny bit. And then there's other look, we have actually Phantom just has their own now. They have what they call it P-Sol, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they call it P-Sol for that one. So there's a lot of different options, or you could just regular stake it. But the point is that this is a super easy way for you to be earning passive income, because now you're going to be able to just casually like lock up your Solana. And say you're like, I'm bullish on Solana. I believe in it long term. Well, you can go take that, and then what happens is, you can come over here, and let's just use the example of Jupe Sol, for instance. Jupe Sol, since we're on Jupe, that's Jupe Sol. But say I wanted to go and buy another currency, and say I believe that, like, I'm bullish on the Gary economy. So we'll say, like, there's Gary, right? So maybe I want to go buy Gary, and I go here. That's the wrong tab. There's the tab. There you go. So say I want to buy Gary. I can go over here. I can search for it, make sure it's the right one. And if I had Jupe Sol, I could say I want to trade 1 Jupe Sol. It's going to give me 1,881 Gary for that 1 Jupe Sol. But say the price of Gary goes up faster than that 6%. Then say now, the value is higher, and now 1 Gary is worth 1.1 Jupe Sol. So the idea would be maybe, that I'd be able to flip it around, and then after I sell that amount back into Jupe Sol, I'm going to be able to actually have an increase. So what this does is it's liquid staking. It gives you a token that you can go and that's appreciating faster than if you just held Solana, but then you can still go and trade with it if you wanted to. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But this is actually just an easy way. You can go and use different tools to analyze and see, like, if you think that the price is going to go up, you could see the price of Gary. Maybe you buy, when you see a dip like this, you swap your Jupe Sol into Gary, and then when you see a pump like this where it comes back up to a high, you take that Gary and you sell it back into Jupe Sol. Now you have a little extra Jupe Sol, and when you come back and you unstake it, you unlock it, or unstake it. In this case, it is staking. But if you reverse this and you actually take it out, then you're going to actually have a higher amount of that. So now the reason why this works is because you could actually just trade it like anything else. Like if I wanted to stake it properly, I could, but I also, ooh, that's the wrong tab. I keep on going to the wrong tab. I also could just say, I want Jupe Sol. So I'm going to go here and say, I want one Jupe Sol, one Solana into Jupe Sol. And you can see that there's less value. There, one Jupe Sol is actually valued at a higher amount than one Solana or one Sol. And this is because it is giving me passive income over time. So there's not very much fluctuation between these two because they stay pretty stable with each other. Like we can look at the 4-hour time frame, it's stable, pretty stable. Like little fluctuation there. But you see it fluctuates a little bit. There's buying and selling, but it stays pretty consistent with that interest rate. And now this token should be appreciating at a higher rate than Solana, and that is the idea. Now, you could also do things like lockups. I mentioned this. I treat this more like a lockup than a stake. They call it stake Jupe, but for me, that's not really staking because you're just locking it up and taking it off the market. And there's another one like, for instance, Gary is another one. You could lock up your tokens. You could lock up your tokens in this lockup system, and it would actually give you rewards. Right now, they have some that are pre-decided for the rest of this year, but next year it's going to be actually tied to Stacker Agent, which is another one of the methods that I was actually going to talk about in a second, but I'll get back to that in just a moment. But you are able to lock up tokens here and get a reward. And basically the idea of lockups is really just removing the supply from circulation, while staking, it really actually, they put it into a validator, and it helps actually confirm the network. It actually helps keep the network active, validate the network, which is part of what makes it work. So that's the beautiful thing about blockchain and Web3 is like everything is part of the same, what is it? It's all, everybody can take part in the system, no matter how small or big you are. You could always just take part in to whatever level you're at. And that's cool. So, okay. So now next, this is actually one that I use quite a bit. And that one is, let's go back here. That is on Jupiter or there's several other platforms you could try. But for instance, we have a lending protocol. And the reason why I like this one, oops, connect to this. There we go. The reason why I like this is because, see, I'm earning 8.25% right now. This is variable. It fluctuates throughout the year. But I've seen as low as 6 and as high as like 15, depending on the demand. But even if you're just getting 6%, that is a pretty good thing. So I could just take this now. I can say, ooh, I need to withdraw. I can withdraw, like in this particular wallet, $12.89. Great. I can make some money there. Perfect. I take that and I can go and put that to work. I can go swap it directly on Jupiter on the same platform, or I can go do a perpetual perp trade where I'm betting if the market's going to go up or down. We could see, you could potentially say like, oh, I bet that the price is going to go up from here, and there we go, back up there, and there we go. So up, down, you just ride these up. And I use tools like Stacker GPT to help me analyze these charts so I could do this. But point is that when I'm done, say I make, 5, 10, 15%, 100% on this particular thing, then I go back over here and I go and I just hit this, I hit deposit, I put it back in here, and now it's earning me 8.25% while I'm using the liquidity. So my money is always working for me. It's always working for me. And there's other platforms that you could do, like there's save.finance, which is another one, and you can see that you have USDC, and it's actually even getting 10.09, which is higher than over at Jupiter. There's Camino, which Camino technically, Camino says that they are not, I just clicked it off, but it says that you're not, here, I can refresh it, maybe it'll show you again. I guess not. It doesn't want, maybe it'll tell me. But it says Camino is not available in the United States. So If you're outside of the United States, maybe you could use Camino, but if you are in it, then unfortunately you're not able to, which, it's all good. There's plenty of options. And then another one that just popped up recently, and I'm going to get into this in a second, is Sharky, which Sharky is now, they're just starting a token, like a lending token collateral system, which is very similar to the other ones. So there we go. So we have our ways to actually earn interest on our money while it's just sitting in our bank account. Sorry, I got a little snuffy today. You're basically always having interest earned on it. Either you're putting it to work where it's actually earning you a higher yield, or while you're not using it, it's still earning you interest. That's the whole idea. It's the whole idea. All right. Cool. All right. So now let's take a look at what's next. Again, check these out. There's other options too, but these are great. Now, liquidity pools is another one that I like to always point out as ways to make passive income. And, there's so many different places that you could create, you could either contribute or create a liquidity pool at. The thing about liquidity pools is that they are the backbone of all of DeFi. DeFi has, like, you could think of it like a whole bunch of decentralized, I got a sneeze coming on. It's coming on. What's that? No, maybe it'll pass. No, it's going to happen. Excuse me. Sorry. That was a sneeze. All right. So liquidity pools, you have a whole bunch of different pools all over the place where people, things like Jupiter will, when you buy, say I wanted to, again, I'm using Gary, say there's a pool at one liquidity pool provider, and the price of Gary, so right now, one Gary costs, let's go in dollars just so we can understand, 0.12195, but maybe over at another one, it's 0.12295. So it's a little more expensive. So when I want to buy, we'd probably go with the cheaper one. I got to sneeze again. Man. Sorry about that. Oop. Maybe I don't. I feel it. So it will grab the cheapest pool when you're buying, and it will sell out of the most expensive one, which makes it so it keeps all of these pools balanced with something like Jupiter. But because it's decentralized, you can go and have a pool over here at like Raydium where you're earning interest and charging the fee. So you can see Solana USDC, there is a fee of 0.04%. But this particular pool in the last 24 hours, even though the fee is 0.04%, it's made $18,602 in fees in the last 24 hours. Now, things like this right here, where you see like these astronomical interest rates, usually it's something that's actually not a true, a token that you'd want to and be holding the bag at the end. So like this one, I wouldn't really want to hold the bag. So, but like here we have $27,000 of liquidity right there. And people basically, when somebody trades between one, you're the middleman and you're taking this transaction fee right here in the middle. And again, you could go Meteora. Sorry, I got to blow my nose again. Sorry about that, guys. Feeling under the weather today. But still here, hanging out with you. But then there's also Meteora, which is another good one. And there was actually an airdrop that I was able to claim. And look at this. I'm actually earning some interest just right here. There's a good example. I have a position that was actually given to me. Mind you, so it was given to me. Over at Meteora, it's $52.63. But in the position, as people trade back and forth, I'm actually earning a little bit of dollars. So if I hit this, where's the... Yeah, I'm in the right wallet. So if I hit this, I hit claim, and I can actually claim this USDC already, and then I can either keep it, or I could roll it back in so I have a larger position, so I'm getting a higher interest rate. So it really is a way for you to be earning passive income. And because you're not losing it. The only risk that you really hold with these pools really is something called impermanent loss. And impermanent loss would be, say, you have MET and USDC in your pool, and your range right here is from 50 cents to $7.50. So if the price goes up, say to $8, it may sell all of my my Meteora, and it would give me dollars, but it would sell it along that path. But I'm ranged between these 2 points. So, but then say it crashes back down, and I would get my Meteora back. But that's the point. Like you might be held. You'll always be held with an asset, but it usually is the one that is less valuable if you get liquidated with impermanent loss. So, yeah, take a look at these. These are great liquidity pools. You could there's so many different providers now, so go take a look at those. All right. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments, or if there's another way that I haven't mentioned. There you go. And okay, now we're gonna go back. Solana loans with NFT collateral. This is actually one. Let me actually make sure I'm in my right wallet so I could show you. I actually have. I'm actually using this right this very second. So this one is Sharky.fi, Sharky.fi. It's like this, Sharky.fi. And just connect your wallet. Again, they do have a token section, which is new, which I've just taken a look at. But for instance, if I wanted, I'll use this example with Draft Tower. There's available loans. People are offering loans. Right now, the top offer is 1.12, and that's not yet taken. But there was I was the last one that was taken about a day ago, and my offer was for 1.43. And what people could do is they could take this NFT, and we could see right here that NFT. Let me refresh and make sure this is all up to date. Right now, it's basically 2 Solana. If I wanted to sell one, and this way somebody could actually access part of their liquidity for their NFT without hitting the sell button. So right here, I can go to my offers, and it's going to show you what I have going. I have 3 offers that I'm holding right now for Draft Tower. So you can see I have one that has 4 days remaining, and then 2 that have 5 days remaining. So I lent somebody 1.43 Solana, right? And I lent them 1.43 Solana, and they're going to go out and do whatever with it, right? And I'm going to be able to get this this Solana back after 7 days, but I'm also going to get 0.28 Solana back in addition. So 0.28, and I got those 3. So after 5 days from now, I should have, let's do some simple math. 0.28 times 3 is 0.84. So we can come here, and I think I already had it in here right here, but it might have fluctuated since then. So 0.084. So it's going to give me just shy of $16 for doing this. So this is passive income. I'm earning passively from this. Now, here's the risk. The risk is this. So if this person goes and does something, they take this 1.43 Solana and they go and gamble something, or they go and go all in on the next pump fund token. They go and buy it, and they're so sure it's going to go to the moon, and it goes to the ground, and they lose it all. How am I protected as somebody that is putting up Solana and taking the collateral? Well, the point is the collateral. So now, if they don't pay it back after 7 days, I just hit a little button that's going to pop up here, and I'm going to be able to basically collect on that. So we could see right here, after fees right now, the floor is 0.77 and the top offer is 1.5. So 1.5 is already over 1.43. So all I would need to do when this happens is I need to just take this, go back over here and hit the take take profit, the sell now, and I would get my liquidity back, plus probably more than the amount that I would have gotten if they paid it back. And now I instantly have my money back. And I just make sure that there's always the chance that maybe, okay, say the NFT project's floor crashes, you want to give a big enough buffer that that's not going to happen, or that nothing's ever guaranteed. Remember, not financial advice. But if the price goes up, now I can list it for 2 Sol. Maybe it sells and I get like this, I get one of these ones lower, closer to the floor, and now I have an extra half a Solana to work with. Maybe that happens with a couple of them, and now I'm earning interest. If anybody ever defaults, I can just go ahead and just grab that Solana and go and offer more offers on here. Meaning that, so if I'm earning roughly $5 per offer right here for the week, in interest, well, now I add one more, now I get another $5, and maybe I offer one more, and now as that grows, you could either offer more, and if this floor price increases, you could offer bigger chunks. So maybe I'm offering 100 Solana or whatever. Maybe there's a project where the NFT is worth a lot more. Maybe it's worth 100 Solana, and you are able to lend out the Solana, and then if the floor crashes, then you might get liquidated and you might be able to collect the NFT. But if it doesn't, you just gonna rinse and repeat it. And if it's for instance, if it's $1,000 NFT versus if it's $1,000 NFT and you're earning 0.5% a day, that's that in that case, what is it, $5 a day instead of $5 for the week. So hopefully that makes sense, and then you could stack this. So once this goes through, I started a new wallet to try and do this for these streams. I had another one that I was doing this all through, but now I'm just starting over on this wallet. But yeah, it's just another way that I've foreclosed on people's NFTs before because they didn't pay it back. And I got it, and I actually ended up with more money than I started with. Again, not financial advice, but you could also be on the other end of that. And here's the example: borrow. If I have some in this wallet, if I wanted to hit borrow right now, I could actually click one of these. I'm not going to do it. And I could actually borrow. Take one of these offers, 1.12, and I can get that instantly. But then I would just have to send over one of my NFTs, and then I would get it back later, as long as I paid it back. So that is another way that you could be earning passive income every single day. I'm showing you right now, I'm earning it. And as there's more people taking offers, I'm going to be offering more and more on here. There's also play to earn games. Now let me switch to the right wallet. Yep. Okay. So this one, I'm playing this one right now. It's called Addicted.fun. And the way that I look at play to earn games is that they're kind of like Farmville, but you're actually getting tokens that you could then turn around and sell them, or the tokens that you're using in the game actually have a fair market price. So for instance, right now, one weed costs about 7 cents. If I liquidated all of my weed right now, I'd actually get about 9.90 Solana dollars. So about $7 if I sold it all. And you see there's been dips, pumps. The price is a little bit higher right now. Got up to 9 cents. When was that? That was what, last night? Last night it was up at 9 cents. So you can see the price goes up and down. But the whole point is that now you could either play the game, or you could just do what I did. What I did is I played the game at the beginning, and then I got my initial liquidity back out, and then I could say and I can keep on claiming the weed. Now, you need an invite code in order to play the game. So if you do want to play this one, it's addicted.fun, and your invite code that you should use is NXN22222. Go ahead and try that out. Again, NXN22222. Just put that in when you're joining. But again, I think that these games are a little bit stronger right when you get into them, right when they've launched. But use a bunch of these other ones. But like right now, yes, there's an invite system, which, I've gotten about 100 free tokens, which cool. That's, couple bucks. I think I've earned like $7 or something from the invite. That's not true passive. Like that's not really the passive income I'm talking about. But invites are a way to make passive income. But the way that this works is like you could upgrade your farm, but you get these tokens for free, and you're able to use them in the game, or you can go and sell them and actually have money in your pocket, which is kind of the whole point of it. You have a income stream that's trickling money into your pocket over time. And as if this game continues to be successful and good, then it could continue to trickle money out of the game. So now let me just show you how you'd claim it. You'd hit here. Let me open this up. So we have this wallet right here. See, I have like a few dollars worth, but if I claim this right now, processing, it's going to get that, and it's also got some affiliate commissions that I had from before. And I hit confirm, and there it's as easy as claiming, and you can see that it said 683, and now look, now it's 960. I got a little bit more. So now I actually have free tokens that then I can go over here. Now if I wanted to take this whole amount, there you go. Now I could almost get right there, $9.70 right there. All of that is from free tokens that I got. And you could do the same exact thing. Again, there's a whole bunch of different these play to earn games that you could do. Is this still showing? Let me refresh this, make sure. It's still showing them out there. If it wants to give me more, I'll take it. Nope, it's just not updating right there yet. But yeah, it's a play to earn games. So again, if you want to jump into a game like this, grab my affiliate link or my invite code NXN22222, and yeah, this is not the only one. There's a lot of different ones. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice, and the way I play these games is that I try and get all of my initial liquidity out as fast as possible. And once that happens, now I just have a faucet that's feeding me passive crypto, just dripping me a little crypto. Cool, maybe it's $1 a day, but that's $1 a day. And I don't have to do anything for it. It just shows up. So play to earn games are a great way for you to do that, because especially the ones that are like this, the grow ones that you just have to check in every once in a while. See, I could upgrade things and actually earn more if there's a strategy there, or I could just let it go and just let it earn for me while I'm doing whatever, something else. Cool. All right. Now next, we have flipping NFTs. Now this one, I know people look at this one like it's not truly passive, which I feel like it is. I feel like it actually is a passive way to make money in Web3. I really do feel it's a passive way. And the reason why is exactly kind of like what I was telling you when we were talking about Sharky, and what would happen if somebody, I have to change my wallet, that's why. I changed my wallet that I had here. There we go. But Sharky, like if somebody decided not to pay me back on here, what would I do? I would be able to go list it. Well, right here we could see that there's offers for people that want to buy. We can see somebody even took one at a higher price right here. Just the other day. There hasn't been an insane amount of trading volume the last few days, but right here, what you do is you could find, look, there was an offer 1.583. Offers. So you want to be that top offer. Some of these people actually sold for very high for offers for some reason compared to the floor, which good for them. That's what they want to do. But what you do is when the offer is, when you have a project that has volume, meaning that there's people selling and buying, that's what I look for, then you could take and be the top offer right here. So if somebody decided to take my offer and they'd buy this NFT, or they'd sell me their NFT, their Draft Tower NFT in this case. It could be a different project if you want, but you take that 1.487 Solana, and that's how much I would have to pay in order to get that offer. Now I'd be the next offer up, so I'd need to go 1 pip, or it would be like 1.488 just to be above what they're offering. And then if somebody comes over here and says instant sell, they hit this button and they sell their NFT in their wallet. Power to them, great. And then I hit that button, and now I have the NFT, and I give them this amount of Solana, great. Or I take this amount of Solana and I give them the NFT. Sorry, but then what you do is you look at what's on the floor, like look the prices that things have actually sold. So 2 Solana. So if I'm able to get it for 1.5 Solana, and then I'm able to go ahead and sell it for 2 Solana, I would be able to take 25% in the middle, or half a Solana in the middle, which Solana's worth just under $200 right now. So that's basically like $100 profit that I'm able to make in the middle right there. There are some fees, like the platform has fees, and then there's creator royalties, so you got to factor those in as well. But but no, this is an easy way, and you can do this on Tensor. It's a whole bunch of different platforms, OpenSea, and you just find, like right here, look at this instant sell. Look, somebody is over here on here's another strategy. So less people there's less activity over here on Tensor. So if you wanted to instant sell, maybe you put an offer over here on Tensor. People may go like, oh, people are only willing to sell it for instant sell of 1.32. You put the offer over there, somebody sells it, they hit the button, they're more on Tensor, right? And then you come over here, and then you can go and list it over here where there's more people. So maybe you find those offers other places, then come over here and sell. It doesn't have to be a purchase from this exchange and sold on this exchange. You could see wherever the cheapest one is for sale, go buy it, and then go and sell it wherever the most expensive one is for sale, and go and list over there. So that's basically how you would flip the NFTs. And then the passive part is that you just come here, go to offers, make an offer, you'd put the amount that you need right here, whatever it is, and then you're done. I mean, like, how much more passive do you need it to be? You're just done at that point. You're not actually doing anything. And then when that purchase happens, or they sell it to you, then you come here and you go like, okay, I'm going to, I think I have to like connect something. I don't have a wallet connected, but then you just list your NFT, and it would be like this, be a listing just like this, for this particular one. And I always say, look at the traits. Those are very important to look at the traits, because sometimes there's a trait that's more valuable than what it's listed on the floor. So I'm like, I can go through a couple of these. Let's see. These traits are actually listed pretty close to their trait floor. But of course, I'm not getting the good examples when I'm trying to show. Well, here's a halo. Halos are, look, there's a good example. Halos are usually valued more. So 2.139 is the cheapest halo that's available right now. And that just means that, and then the right wink is valued a little bit more. The sand dollar is valued a little bit more. So, and that's the background, the color. But some of these might just be random, but go and look and see if there's people that are buying these particular traits at a higher amount. But again, I'm not saying like do it. I would say find a project that's you believe in, that you wouldn't mind holding the NFT, but that has trading volume, and then is usually on more than one exchange. So flipping NFTs is a good way to make passive income. I make money with it all the time. Now, another one is this has 2 tiers to how you're going to make money with this one. And there's like Visa. Visa has a lot of different, they've been partnering with different people. Like I know that, what was it? There's a couple, like Coinbase has a debit card. And this one that I like personally is called KAST, but I know Coinbase has one. Let me just add that in. So Coinbase has one, but I like the KAST card personally. And this is the KAST card, and I just have it on my computer or on my phone, and I just take the KAST card, and I can either have a physical one, or I just hit the wallet button and I just tap my phone, and I have access to my funds. I gotta sneeze again. See, guys? Yeah. I didn't make it. I thought I would be able to make it through without sneezing. Yeah, it's sucky, a little under the weather today, but I'm here with you. Okay, so there's two different ways that you're going to be. I feel like there's another sneeze coming. There's going to be a few different ways that you could be making passive income with KAST. Now, one of them is pretty straightforward with the way that you make money with what am I saying? With any kind of credit card. Like, I go to my credit card, they tell me, oh, you spend this amount, you're going to get 3% cash back, or depending on the category, it's 2% cash back, blah, 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 all those different things. They're going to give you cash back. And that's a big thing, or whatever your rewards are, whatever rewards program you're in. Sometimes it's points that you can go claim different things. Now, what you're getting with this one, first off, is you are getting points. So, but, I'm gonna sneeze again, guys. Sorry. Apologize. You are getting points. And these are going to equate to a upcoming airdrop, which is their token. So, right now, in the app, it shows you what the current value of the amount of damn, sorry guys, keep on sneezing. It will give you equate the value of this your airdrop based off of how much you're using. So you get points every time that you spend. And what it is you could spend stable coins like USDC. Sorry, man, I am sneezing like crazy right now. You get stable coins like USDC, and you can go spend it with Visa. Wow. And you can go spend your stable coins with Visa, basically paying for your bills and earning points just like any other credit card company would give you points. But now your rewards are going to be given to you in cryptocurrencies. So the reason why this is really cool is because I'd be spending this money anyways. I use this for things like bills. I mean, like, we're all in Web3 crypto, but you still got to spend dollars sometimes, depending on the country that you're in, whatever your local currency is. But you need to spend fiat currencies in order to actually make money. Or, sorry, you need fiat currencies in order to live your life, really, you know? So there we go. And you see it says the max supply is 10 billion, but the target supply is 1 to 2.5 billion. And you can just go through this. It's on their site. DeFi, myDeFiCard.com is the affiliate link. That's my referral link if you'd like to go through that. But then another way that they're adding soon, and this is actually what gets me even more excited, and this is like what I was talking about, like with Jupiter Lend and stuff. I keep USDC in there, but when you take money and put it in there, very soon they're going to be adding this part called Grow. And Grow is going to give you 4.5% yield with secure real-time rewards. And the reason why that's really cool is because this is actually going to give you passive yield every single day, passive yield, meaning that your money is always working for you even when it sits in there. And the reason why that's exciting for me is this really turns it into a high yield bank account. So I could take my money that I'm earning in DeFi and Web3, and I could take it and I could put it into my KAST card, and I could treat it more like a bank account. And what this means is that now I don't ever have to take my money and put it in my normal bank account anymore. I don't need to transfer money back to my bank account. Maybe there's some things I need to, I don't know. But some expenses I need cash for, but whatever. But now I could take this card, I could put stable coins like USDC or USDT, and you could send other things like Bitcoin to it, and it would just convert it to a stable, or swap it into a stable. But you're going to be earning interest on that every single second. And so if you keep money in your bank account that you're ready to spend, you know, your month supply of your cash that you're spending, it's going to be earning you 4.5% for that year, just by sitting in that wallet. So this makes me really excited. So again, myDeFiCard.com if you would like to go and get started with that. So again, okay. Now, next one, crypto trading AI agents. This was we were diving into this a little bit earlier. Let me make sure I'm in the right wallet. Wasn't. And there's a lot of different ones that are out, but the one that I use for good reason is the one over at Gary Club. You can go Gary.club. Go here, bring you to this page here, right here. It's gonna be like a swap, and then you can click on Stacker Agent. Now, if you want to have access to Stacker Agent, all you need to have is, again, one of these draft. You can get one of these draft, and then you will need, where's the right tab? You will need 1,000 Gary, which right now 1,000 Gary in dollars, it's $121.79. So you need those two things in your wallet, and it will let you log into Stacker Agent. And where's that? There you go. So I'm going to connect my wallet to see that I have the right assets. Got a little pop-up right here. And my wallet's connected, and it gives us access to Stacker Agent. Now, Stacker Agent has only one skill in it right now, but they're working on 5 more that are coming very soon. I was told, very, very soon. And you can see you can deposit it creates a custodial wallet where you can deposit your assets in right here. You withdraw them, you can get your private key, buy Solana, and then when the time comes, KAST is going to be integrated as well, where when you get profits, part of it's going to go into your stable wallet, basically. So take money off the table to go pay your bills. But we hit add agent, and you can see that there's a couple different ones here. Block 0, there's only like 50 people that are going to get access to that one. But then there's swing trading, max extract, scalp trading, and lock in. Max extract it's very degen-y, if you know what that means. So you would basically say the position size, the lowest market caps you want to look at, the highest, the age range of a coin. Usually we don't go over 24 hours. What your take profit would be, your stop loss, your trailing stop loss, your trailing stop loss callback, and then cooldown time, meaning that if you want to have time in between trades, you could have max concurrent positions. So you say, I only want 2 trades at a time. You do that, your slippage, your priority fee, and then your tips. And then when you're done with that, you hit next and you confirm it, hit publish, and then you're going to end up getting something that looks like this. You deposit into your wallet like this. Every single one starts with Gary, every address. So if you ever start seeing these wallets that say Gary something, it's all because they are coming from Stacker Agent. And that's it. Like, this is a really easy way for you to start actually getting a return and having your money work for you, because this was for some reason there was an update and it took all of my data away, but or like the results right here, but it's weird. In my P&L, but I don't know why. But once you have those, these other skills are going to be a little less degen-y. So like the lock-in one, you could be earning just locked on 1 token. So these are just AI trading bots, but AI agents that are trading for you. So go look at those. Stacker Agent's the one that I'm using, but there's a whole bunch of them out there. But I'm using Stacker Agent because that's the one I get results from and get returns. Now, the last thing that I wanted to go over, I think it's something that a lot of people overlook in DeFi about how to make passive income, and that is things like exchange affiliate programs, and also other types of it, like basically affiliate programs. Now, here, I actually had a whole page. Here you go. So affiliate program, exchange affiliate programs. And what I mean by that is you can go to, for instance, Axiom. There you go. Like Axiom right here. And if you want to go, I have a link in the description. But if I go here, I can go to can't see anything you don't need, but look right here, I am Dunk. I can click that right there. Give me an affiliate link. You can go ahead and do the same thing. But we could look at what their revenue share, basically earn 30% commission. And then what they have is level 2 and level 3, which is kind of a direct affiliates. And then there's tiers to affiliates. So if you get somebody that is a big recruiter for one of these exchanges that signs up through your link and starts promoting it, there's a chance that you're going to get a whole bunch of commissions just because, like, it's not 30%, but maybe they're like the mega promoter. So they're actually giving away as much as 35%. So it's per per referral, basically, if you think about it, 35%. But then they keep the other 65%, but you brought somebody into the platform. Another one is GMGN. You can get that at gmgntrading.com is my actual link. But yeah, that's actually another way you could do it. Like, just get those referrals and recommend. And what you could do with those is this is more for people that have like communities or content creators. Like, I'm a content creator and I'm telling you about it right now in this video. So maybe you will learn about it from me, and then I share it with you, and that's how you figured it out. So, but if you you have like a Telegram chat, or if you have a community on X or whatever, you could share these affiliate links and say, hey, you could teach people how to use this system, and then you share out your link, and now you're actually getting paid, even though you're not actually paying, like they're not paying you directly, but they're using the tools and you're helping them, and then you get a commission based off of, what you're able to not get from them, but their results. So if they win, you win. You're not going to get any commissions if they're not using the tool. So you educate, you show people, you help them win, and then you're going to get a percentage. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice, but this is a way that you can get commissions. Now, another thing which most people also forget about is that this used to be called Helio. They just changed their name recently, or got purchased by MoonPay, and now it's called MoonPay Commerce. But the way that this works is you could actually create payment pages that will either take Visa, or you could connect a crypto wallet, or they have their own custodial wallet. So it makes it really easy for people that are selling something to accept crypto. But the thing that's really cool about it is that they have every page that you make, you have a little tab you can click and say you can turn it into an affiliate product. So these people that are selling these, they could sell them in crypto, and then then when somebody goes and buys your product in crypto, then you're gonna get a commission for it, or their product. You can promote somebody else's product, and it's similar to anything else that you're selling with affiliate marketing, but now you can do it with crypto. So if you're a marketer and you're going like, how am I going to make money with crypto? Well, you can go and promote other people's things, and then they get to go fulfill the offer. You just promote it. You get to the sale, and then you move on. So the money goes directly from the person that's making the purchase to the seller, and you get paid instantly, actually. So instant settlement, receive crypto instantly, or auto convert to fiat anywhere in the world, which is great. So, but you could be receiving that as crypto or as fiat currencies. But the key thing is that other people promote it. If you see an offer that you want to promote and they have the affiliate part turned on, go and promote it and take your commission. It really is that easy. Cool. And now, okay. Oh yeah, and also I mentioned KAST. KAST is a good example right here. They have an affiliate program. Just sign up, mydeficard.com. Go sign up for KAST, and then they have like a personal link that you can go and refer, and then also the points. But you could refer them just the same way. And start getting those. Even if you're not spending with KAST, you could promote it. But spend with it. Like I use it because it makes it so easy. Okay, and then that was the last one. Yeah, so those are the 9 different ways that I would like that you could make passive income with DeFi. Staking. You can go lend your crypto out. You could put your money into liquidity pools and earn fees. You could actually still lend your Solana out and use NFTs as collateral. You can do play to earn games, which I showed you. It's just like a faucet that I'm earning every single day. And then you could go flip NFTs, which is probably the least passive one out of this entire list, in all honesty. Maybe the affiliate might be the least passive. But crypto Visa cards, I'm just earning every single day. KAST is way more passive than Coinbase. I gotta remove that, actually. That's not Coinbase. Coinbase is not giving you passive income. You're not earning any points from that. So no, it's not passive, just KAST. Sorry, Coinbase, you failed. And then trading AI agents like Stacker Agent, and then we have DeFi affiliate programs like exchanges and then Web3 companies, as well as affiliate programs. So KAST, GMGN, Axiom, MoonPay, all those things. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, these are all ways that I'm personally making passive income all the time. I like having multiple streams of income. It really does, it really does make diversify everything. So we have all these different ways to just bring our income from all these different sources, and they all just stack up and make a very good return, or not return, like, but income every single day. So if ever anything happened to one of these, you have all these other legs to stand on. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today, just getting over a little cold, but thanks again for hanging out with me. I hope that these 9 DeFi passive income streams are helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you're going to go take action on at least one of them. Go take action on a couple of them. Don't just stop with one. Come on. All right, I will see everybody in the next one. Keep creating, keep earning passive income, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.